West Coast states were caused by poor forest management.
The fires have been raging in California, Oregon and Washington state for 3 weeks now, killing at least 33 people. Here's Simon Jones with this.
The immediate concern is saving lives. Simon Jones, BBC News.
It's 9 minutes past 7 and it looks like it's going to be warm and sunny here over the next few days. So we set Matt out about to one of London's most popular open water swimming spots, which looks lovely. I don't think anybody's in there yet though, are they, Matt? Morning.
They are indeed, actually, Louise. Yeah, the first batch have already gone in. They've gone in batches every 10 minutes due to current measures in place at the moment. They've already taken a dip. They went in a little bit too easy for my liking. 17.5 degrees in there, but it will be 30 degrees outside the water later on. This, of course, used to be an old reservoir just in the outskirts of North London. But let's take a look at that all-important forecast then, shall we? Because
dangerous for residents to return. They just have to wait out of town. But they are the lucky ones. Some didn't get out alive. Parts of Oregon now have the worst air quality in the world. The route to safety was far from clear.
The road and
visit the area today with a row over the cause of the fires raging. He blames poor forest management. Democrats say it's down to climate change. But for firefighters, the immediate concern is saving lives.
There, but it will be 30 degrees outside the water later on. This, of course, used to be an old reservoir just in the outskirts of North London. But let's take a look at that all-important forecast then, shall we? Because the forecast for the next couple of days is a brief return to summer across many parts of the country. Even if you don't get the sunshine and the high temperatures, certainly across Scotland, Northern Ireland, a bit of improvement with what we saw through the weekend. We saw some flooding in western Scotland, still a few splashes of light rain or drizzle today, but overall slightly brighter sky, maybe parts of East Anglia later in the day. Temperatures up to around 21 in the northeast of Scotland, 15 or 16 in southeast England. But a quick look at tomorrow. There will be a bit more cloud generally for western parts of England and Wales. And a brighter day, a slightly warmer day as well, with temperatures into the low 20s. 30 degrees again possible towards the southeast, but beyond that temperatures will dip away back into the teens through the rest of the week. That's how it's looking. Back to Dan and Louise.
We just look like a lovely morning there. I'm disappointed you haven't got your cosy on though, Matt.
Restrictions. Already booked. What can I do?
That is a blatant excuse.
Hasn't booked his slot, you know. Sure, we can book it for him though.
My new excuse.
Thanks, Matt. 12 minutes past 7.
Cases, and we'll be watching that pattern of infection quite closely and hoping that we don't emulate it. And at some point, hopefully in the next few weeks, the Prime Minister will have to take all that data and all that information into account and make a judgment with Cabinet colleagues about when and how we might release the lockdown. But for the moment, as I say, people just need to think about those 4 clear rules: hands, face, space, rule of 6, and hopefully we'll get through it quickly.
And does this mean that local lockdowns are not working?
No, but this seems to be the pattern with this virus, that we're seeing significant flare-ups in part of the country. We're having to play kind of whack-a-mole, and I'm afraid for the next few weeks this is going to be the modus operandi.
Kit Malthouse, Policing Minister, thanks for your time here on Breakfast.
Thank you.
It's 44 minutes past 7. It's looking like it's going to be warm and sunny over the next few days for many of us. Matt is actually out and about today. He's at a gorgeous place in London where there's some water sports going out this morning. Oh, we can see some swimmers behind you, Matt. Good morning. What's happening?
Good morning. Yes, they are. They're all in there now. We're up and running here at West Reservoir in Stoke Newington, just in the north edge of London. Beautiful start. Temperature in there at the moment is around 17.5 degrees, but outside it's going to be around 30 Celsius. And if you've any doubt of the love these people have for open water swimming, you should see the big smiles on their faces as they emerge from what, for me, is rather chilly water. But as Dan has mentioned, it's going to be a hot day ahead for some of you. Not for all, but a brief taste of summer over the next few days. Let's take a look at that forecast, shall we? Because for the next few days, Monday and Tuesday, heat will return, particularly across parts of England and Wales. But even in Scotland, Northern Ireland, there will be some brighter hour today. Still up to around 30 degrees across the south-east corner. But as I said, Dan and Louise, it's summer for 2 days. Things will turn a bit cooler through the rest of the week. Back to you both.
Much respect to the person who's just gone in, because when I go in, I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Bit tentative, eh?
They haven't hesitated one bit. Amazing.
It's very impressive.
Sally is here this morning, and Team will be very happy today.
Opponents of President Trump have accused him of being in denial about climate change as 3 states on the west coast battle wildfires.
Just got one there. I'm in the pre-sneeze mode, Louise.
OK, I'll carry on. So it looks like it's going to be...
Might not come.
You ready? Do you need shoes? Yes, you do.
I've got one here.
It's looking like it's going to be warm and sunny, and it already is. Matt is out and about with some of my open water swimming friends. Morning.
Oh, you would love it here this morning, Louise. Yes, good morning to you all. We're just in North London at the moment, Stoke Newington at the West Reservoir Centre, a ex-reservoir, which is now a big water sports centre and a massive magnet for open water swimming. And if you ever doubted the benefits of open water swimming, you need to see some of the smiles and the faces of those emerging from, for me, rather cool waters as well. But whilst it is just below 18 degrees in the water, it's going to be above 30 degrees outside it this afternoon. Let's take a look at the forecast for today, because today and tomorrow, a brief hit of summer across many parts of the country, more especially still close to 30 degrees in eastern parts of England. But after Tuesday, things will start to turn cooler again as northeasterly winds develop. That's how it's looking. Dan, Louise, back to you both.
Looks so nice there this morning.
I wish I could be sort of transported to where you are, Matt. Oh, Matt, it's wonderful. Thank you. And now there's some long-awaited good news for theatre lovers this morning. Very much.
Very wise there, Donald Rumsfeld. Very good.
We do know. Oh, I like things that we know, actually. It's going to be warm and sunny.
Certainty.
Yeah. Matt's out at one of the most popular open water swimming spots in London, looking at the weather as well. Morning.
Good morning, Louise. Yes, good morning from West Reservoir, Stoke Newington. What a glorious start to the day. Plenty of swimmers out, fully booked in fact this morning. And since we've started the restrictions from coronavirus, open water swimming has taken a massive boost. Here to tell us a little bit more, the manager here is Ricky. Good morning, Ricky. Thanks for joining us again.
Good morning.
There's been a massive uptake in the number of people coming here, haven't there?
Yeah, definitely. So normally this time of year we would have had about 6,000 swimmers through. So far this season, since opening, we've had 49,000. So a real increase this year, which has been
That's
fantastic.
A massive increase from 6,000 a year to just 49,000 in a few months. Now, one of those who's been here has been Martine, fresh out of the water, looking all refreshed as well. What is it about open water swimming that you just love?
It's just being out in nature. It's just so beautiful. Just being able to see, you see the occasional heron in July and August. You can see swifts coming down to feed. The atmosphere here is fantastic. Everyone's so friendly. Obviously, we're getting changed outside, and that just adds to the experience for me.
Yeah, you do it all year round. Just a very quick tip for people who want to take open water swimming.
Oh gosh, there's so many tips. Don't stay in too long, and as the water gets colder, you have to shorten your time. When it gets colder than this, I'll be wearing my neoprene socks and gloves, and wear 2 swimming hats when it gets colder. Yep.
Just keep on putting the layers on. Putting
the layers on, and then
Wonderful.
afterwards layer up. As you can see, I'm doing that even though it's really warm. Still got my woolly hats on.
Well, I'll let you go off and warm up again. Thank you very much for joining us.
All
Thank
right,
you as well, Ricky, this morning for having us down here. Beautiful surroundings, and as I said, fully booked this morning, fully booked in fact all day long today, such is the popularity of open water swimming. And today, whilst the temperature's in there around 18 degrees, outside it could be up to around 30 Celsius this afternoon. So let's take a look at that forecast for today. Forecast for today then is one in which today and tomorrow, in fact, we will see a brief return to summer across many parts of the country for the rest of the week, and it will turn quite breezy at times too. It will be cooler. So really, Dan and Louise, a brief shot in summer, and then it's back to normal through the second half of the week. Back to you both.
Well, I know what I'm going to do. Try and do at least today.
It's a day to be outside, isn't it? Lovely today.
Day to go to it. It was a very good tip.
With
though.
safety, though. Of course.
Obviously. Right. Wednesday.
And as Rashenda was saying, small acts coming to the BBC soon as well.
That's all from Breakfast today. We are back from 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Now it's over to Michelle Ackley and Rav Wilding, who are ready for Crime Watch Roadshow Live.